up guys, how you all doing? It's me, Linda Lindis. If you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. And for those of you who are returning subscribers, oh my god, thank you for supporting my content and appreciating my content. And for the new subs, thank you so much for subscribing. And in this channel, I do a little bit of everything, lifestyle, cooking videos, but more of poultry farming videos. So welcome to this channel. Like my videos so that it can be recommended and it can reach as many people as possible. So today guys, from the title of the video, we are going to talk about things you should know as a poultry farmer. Yes, things you should know as a poultry farmer, because I've noticed so many people enter the poultry business with little or inadequate information about poultry. Hence, when their chicken die or when their birds are infested with diseases, they don't know what to do, because either they enter the business with little or inadequate information, or they got information from the wrong sources. That's why I took this initiative to come forth and give information, having been in this industry for more than 7 years. So I wrote my notes here because we are going to talk a lot. I've written my notes here so that I don't miss out on anything, and I hope you learn. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you like my video. Yeah, so let's start. First things first, I'm going to give you a vaccine program guide, which guide the poultry farmers, on the vaccines they should give their birds and the days on which they should give these vaccines to their birds. So that's called a vaccine program guide. So day one, it is administered. The birds are administered with Marek's vaccine, and that one is done in the hatchery. Day 7, you give them Newcastle. The vaccine is Newcastle, and the mode of administration is oral or eye drop. Day 14, you give them Gumboro vaccine, and the mode of administration is oral. Oral ni kupitia kwa mdomo. Day 21, you give your birds Gumboro, and the mode of administration is oral. Day 28, you give your birds Newcastle, and the mode of administration is either oral or an eye drop. Week six, we have fowlpox vaccine, and the mode of administration is a wing. It is a wing jab. The soft tissue of the wing, that is where unaidunga sindano. Week 8, we have the vaccine is foil typhoid vaccine, and that one is a thigh jab. Unaidunga kwa thigh, the thigh of the bird. Week 12, this is not a vaccine, but you deworm it. You deworm. And deworming is oral, kupitia kwa mdomo. And point to note, the Newcastle vaccine should be repeated after every 2 months, while deworming of the birds should be done after every 3 months. So guys, we are done with the vaccine program guide. That is the first thing every poultry farmer should know. And the next segment, I'm going to talk about the most common poultry diseases. And I've classified them into 5, and I'm going to explain to you all of them. The first sign is behavioral diseases. Under behavioral diseases, this is where the birds act very aggressive by plucking each other and excessive plucking of feathers. They pluck each other's feathers. This is a sign of behavioral health problem. And when the birds are overly stressed, they can begin eating the eggs, and they can also revert to cannibalism. Cannibalism is when they eat each other out. They spot a weak link and they attack it and they eat it. Sometimes they even die. Zinakufa. So cannibalism ni kukulana wao wenyewe kwa wenyewe. And the solution to these behavioral diseases, the solution is give your flock adequate nutrition. By this I mean give them recommended animal feeds and a lot of greens. That is the solution to behavioral diseases. The other one is metabolic or nutritional diseases. And this is mostly brought about by unhealthy environment. This is when you don't put your chicken house clean, in wetness. This can lead to diseases like coccidiosis and fall typhoid. And the solution to metabolic or nutritional diseases is put your chicken space clean. That is the solution. One of the signs that your birds will show that they have metabolic or nutritional diseases is they'll have weak bones and weak beaks. And it can also, another sign is they will have a reduction in their eggs production. That's how you'll know they have a metabolic or nutritional disease. The third category, we have infectious diseases. Infectious diseases are are fungal, viral, or bacterial, and they are the most common ones, and they spread easily from one bird to another, and they affect the bird's nervous system, respiratory system, reproduction system, yani everything. And if you notice this on a bird, make sure you isolate it from the rest and treat it from the rest, because it is easily contagious. It is easily contagious from one bird to another. The fourth category, we have parasitic diseases. These parasites, they live in, or they can attain these parasites from their surrounding. And the most common parasites are fleas, ticks, mites, and the internal parasite is roundworm. And you can notice that your birds have these parasites when they have feather damage. They are irritated. You can notice irritation from your birds, and you can also notice that they have parasites through their feces. To avoid these parasitic diseases, it's very simple. Just make sure you keep your chicken enclosure clean. That is the only way to avoid parasitic diseases. This category is called infectious bronchitis. And like I said in one of my videos, just like human beings, birds can also get cold. When it is cold, they can get cold easily. And you know, cold is very contagious. So if you want to know like your birds have cold, you'll see these signs. One, the production of eggs will decline. Their consumption of food and water will also decline, and they can also produce discharge from their eyes and the nose. And also, that is how those are the major signs that your flock or your birds, they have cold. Another sign you'll notice is difficulty in breathing. That one happens a lot. So the solution to this is just offer them antibiotics so that no other disease can attack them when they are sick. Another bonus point is environmental diseases, and the causes are: one, dirty environment. That is when you don't keep your chicken enclosures clean. Number two, we have wetness. Number three, we have feces mixing with water and food, and that is why you find we hang the food traps, or we put the food traps outside the wire mesh. And the fourth one is congestion, where leading to inadequate circulation of air. So the prevention, to prevent the environmental diseases, you need to just decongest. You make sure the chickens have proper circulation of air, and make sure the chicken enclosures are clean. And the disease that you find here is coccidiosis, where the chicken diarrhea a lot. They can also diarrhea blood. Yeah. So that is the disease that is gotten from dirty environment. So this is the crucial information that people miss out on when starting this venture. And if you haven't subscribed so far, make sure you subscribe for part 2, where I'll be talking about the most common viral diseases. That is the likes of Newcastle, Gumboro, fall typhoid, and one rare disease. That is Marek's disease. I hope this information was helpful, and thank you for staying until the end of this video. Make sure you like this video so that it can reach as many people as possible. That's it for today, guys. Bye.